Well, everyone, we are certainly living in unprecedented times. Luckily, we have people on the front lines fighting for the health and safety of the community. Here with some reassuring words is my father and healthcare worker, Pete Smith.
Hi, I thought I'd give you a quick update, from the front lines of the fight against the coronavirus pandemic. I work in one of the major regional hospitals in New York State, so we've really been on the front lines. Folks, we don't want anybody to get too complacent too soon, but we're hopeful. Having said that, fear is my middle name, folks, okay? My superpower is surrendering, okay? If I am your first responder, if I am the first line of defense, folks, God help us when the second wave comes. Right now, there is not a fetal position that's more concentrated than the one that I fold up into every night. If I'm your guy, then what has happened up until now, all of our success stories, I can't explain it, and I don't know what the future holds.
Next up, we've got an interview with my mom, a professional gardener who's going to teach us how to get that quarantine garden looking just right. So, thanks for joining us on the program, Mom.
Sure, my pleasure.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about gardening.
Great, my favorite topic.
So what does it take to become a professional gardener?
Oh, I wouldn't know about being a professional gardener. I just garden for fun.
Damn it.
Well, you knew that I wasn't a...
I know.
Okay. I mean, I'm good at what I do, but I'm not a professional.
Yeah. Can you tell us one thing about this movement that people wouldn't expect?
The movement of gardening?
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite a movement. Gardening has been around forever, I think.
What's like a little interesting piece of info about the underbelly of the gardening scene?
The underbelly of gardening. Well, of course, there's dirt below all the beautiful flowers. That would be the literal underbelly. I don't think you mean that. But
who's your favorite gardener?
Oh, well, I don't really have a favorite gardener per se. I think my gardens are all very beautiful, and I might walk around the neighborhood and get ideas from other people's yards and then try to imitate them.
Is there such thing as too much gardening?
Well, you mean if someone spends too much time gardening and not enough doing other things in their life?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you could do too much of anything.
Who is gardening's biggest enemy?
Well, I would say certain animals that might go underground and then uproot your vegetables and your flowers, like squirrels and rodents and things like that, and also pesticides. I see them as an enemy where other people might see them as their ally.
So people are saying that Cuomo is anti-gardening. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know about him being anti-gardening, but I think if you're gardening in your yard and you're doing it safely away from other people, there should be no problem.
What about social distancing?
Well, that might only come into play with a community garden, and then you would have to
So
social
Cuomo
distance.
is anti-garden, essentially.
I hadn't heard that. I only garden in my
But
yard.
you're saying that.
Well, I didn't say that. You did.
We're gonna cut it. Gardening tools. Ranked favorite to least favorite. Go.
Well, you always have your rake and your shovel and your clippers. I like the clippers. I enjoy pruning.
Nice.
I had to prune my rose bush just today, deadhead it, get it ready for the new growth for the spring.
Cool.
Are we done here?
Hi, can I speak with the head of the household? I'm talking triple ply, Egyptian threaded.
In my personal opinion, Jif is a little bit lighter than Skippy. It's a little bit sweeter than Skippy is as well. Peanut butter game is still on smash. Jif Creamy definitely has staying power inside your mouth.
Holy shit.
I just need a break.
Why don't you meet me at the river? The waves are coming down. Why don't you meet me at the river? We can lay out on the ground. The boats are tied up in the dock now, and the sailors have come in. The rocks have risen from the water. The tide is falling in. So why don't you meet me at the river? The sky's starting to change. Why don't you meet me at the river? There's no sound left but the trains. The benches have all emptied out, and the tourists all went home. We can enjoy the stillness of sitting alone. Your eyes outshine
Hi. So I'd like to give you an update from the front lines of the fight against the coronavirus